Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the WNFC TV Live. It is week 6 here across the WNFC TV nation. Glad to have everybody with us here tonight. I'm Bo McMichael with Adam and Craig, bringing you 2 at least games on the schedule that we'll be able to throw things up there. I hope everybody sits back and enjoy themselves. We have a great matchup. It is the Alabama Fire traveling across I-20 to take on the Atlanta Phoenix. Atlanta Phoenix comes in ranked number 2, where the Alabama Fire come in ranked number 8. Later on tonight, we'll have a couple schedules, and if I get an opportunity, hey, why not? Here's the opportunity. Let's see what else is playing on tonight. For tonight's actions, we'll be able to see 5 games across the WNFC. Once again, Alabama Fire and Phoenix will be live here out of Pebblebrook High School. Glad to have, once again, everybody with us. The Phoenix Prowlers, who are a initial startup program, will be taking on the Denver Lady Bandits. And hopefully by 8 o'clock, we'll be able to bring you the Elite Spartans taking on the Nebraska Nighthawks. Nebraska slipped all the way into number 6 this past week, and that is just crazy. Utah Phoenix are going to go after the New Orleans Hippies, and the Seattle Majestics and the San Diego Surge. Unfortunately, great matchup last week. Enjoyed the game. Won't be aired this week. The Surge are not broadcasting it. So, with no further ado, I'm going to hand it over to the 2 ragamuffins in the group, Adam and Craig. How you doing tonight, gentlemen?
I'm all right.
Okay, we're going to have a lot of Mother's Day stories today. We're on the eve of Mother's Day. We don't get ours till June, so we have to work through that, but it's very exciting from a perspective of Mother's Day. So we'll definitely be asking a lot of questions about, hey, best memories of your mom and so forth out there. So we'll even have a little special hashtag if you want to give a shout-out to your mom. Gentlemen, I'm going to let you take it over. I'll show some highlights of the first time these 2 teams matched up. But take it away. Let's talk about some keys to the game and enjoy yourselves. Sit back and relax, and let's watch a little football here today. There's some energy right there. That was good. You did a great transition with the that was great, man.
Center quarterback exchange.
Yes. All right.
I'm going to say the weather.
Okay.
The weather played a huge part last time.
It did.
And then I'm going to go with special teams, simply because we've watched special teams be pivotal in the last few weeks, or they should have been pivotal. Mishandling the kickoffs, block punts, etc. Coach Chapman, what do you think?
I'm going to take turnovers. We just sit here and watch the highlight package from the last game with the Fire and the Phoenix, and we saw a lot of plays where the Fire threw the football to the Phoenix, and they don't have the same color uniform, Coach. And if that happens tonight, this game will get out of hand in a hurry.
They're not remotely the same.
No, they're not close.
I will say I really like the Phoenix uniforms, even though the numbers are hard to see.
Mm-hmm. I will say this: your thing about the weather is well taken. It's hot, it's humid. It's going to be one of those conditioning nights. If the Phoenix can run the football the way they did the last time against the Fire, especially in the second half, then you may see a worn-down Alabama Fire team as the game goes on, and that'll be advantage for the Phoenix.
Who won the toss right there, gentlemen?
Phoenix did.
Phoenix won the toss and deferred to the second half.
They deferred.
So they want to come out defensively and kind of set a tone in perspective-wise. What kind of players are we looking for the Phoenix? The Phoenix have been off for 2 weeks. They're getting ready for the national anthem. While they do the national anthem, we will show the highlights the last time these 2 teams took a battle with each other. And talk to us a little bit of what you remember of the game, Adam and Craig. Go ahead.
I remember it was a nail-biter till like right at the very end of the first half.
Yeah.
Where the Phoenix were able to score, kind of broke the seal, and then it was kind of they cut loose from there.
And what I remember was that the Fire really dominated play for most of the first half. And we talked about –
I think that was the first touchdown.
It was. Look at it, jinx.
And you owe me a soda.
I hear you.
But what I remember was that the Fire did pretty much whatever they wanted to coming out of the gate, and they couldn't finish a drive. They had their opportunities. They just couldn't finish a drive. And then once, as you said, kind of the ice was broken right there before halftime, and the Phoenix got that first touchdown, then things started to roll for the Phoenix. And plus, they got a lot of bounces that go their way, just like that one on the interception where they had the fumble and the recovery.
And right here, I mean, we've spent a little bit of time showing the Atlanta Phoenix highlights. This is from the Fire.
That was the first play of the game.
Right, and then she stepped out, and they started over again on that part. So, I mean, you get to see a little bit of what they're going to be able to see, maybe try to replicate a little bit.
And I would say this, from looking at it from an offensive standpoint, like I do most things, you know, if I'm Alabama, I'm attacking the edges of the Phoenix defense the way they did to start this game. And there was a play early in the first half, I shouldn't say early in the first half, but in the first half where they ran the same go route and it was wide open. Ball hit the receiver right in the hands, would have been a sure touchdown, and the ball was dropped. And about that time was when the momentum shifted.
Well, she's their best player, Rashida Young. You know, we watched there. Here's one where she catches one, and if she just stays in bounds,
Right.
you know, there's nobody's going to catch her. She had a pick during the game that was as the Phoenix drove down to get ready right there in scoring position, and
right
she
at
picked
the
one
end
off right there at the end zone.
Yeah, right at the end of the first half.
One thing I threw up on the board right there is the schedule of what everything's going to break down here the remaining 3 weeks after these two teams play each other. Right now, you got a very interesting matchup. I put the same team up there twice. I'll get that switched. It's been a long day, so I'll switch that over, and we'll have a chance to talk about that here in a minute. All right, getting ready for the kickoff. I'm going to turn my mics off, get myself all situated. And, gentlemen, sit back and enjoy yourselves, and let's hope for a good game. Prediction? Craig, you first, buddy. Go ahead.
Phoenix starts slow after 2 weeks off. Defense keeps them in the game early. Final score 28-7 Phoenix.
Okay, Adam.
35-14.
Who?
Oh, Phoenix.
Okay. All right.
Don't be ridiculous, sir.
You got to come better than that. Okay. All right.
He's already on record saying as they go
undefeated. Yeah, I've already said it.
All right.
Throw the bagel up.
All right. Well, sit back and enjoy. For those people that showed up to Pebblebrook, enjoy yourselves. Thank you for supporting Atlanta Phoenix football. WNFC TV Live, Saturday, Week 6. Let's get ready for the kickoff. Sit back and enjoy, gentlemen.
All right. Coach, what would you look for right here opening kickoff? They going to kick this thing deep or?
I wouldn't. I'd squib it right here.
Let your defense play?
Yeah, because I would be worried about Rashida Young catching that ball and maybe having something magical happen.
And then being right off?
Williamson boots it.
Wow.
They're not even ready yet.
Yeah, that was
They were still drafting people onto the kickoff return team. That ball's going to be picked up at about the 15-yard line. It's Rashida Young trying to make her way around the left side, and she's going nowhere. She's going to be brought down by Crystal Reese, who is a monster on special teams, both in returning and covering. That's a really nice way for the Phoenix to start. That's what you want to do. You know, you're coming off a 2-week layoff. You want to start fast.
And I mean, you know, I hate to say this, but how can you be late for the opening kickoff? I mean, literally.
Well, there's a million Alabama jokes right now, and I'm just going to leave them all alone.
How can that happen?
You know, I don't know. You know, maybe they're out of sorts. Maybe people were late getting there. That, you know, I know that travel is tough on teams. I will say this league is far more organized than any other league.
Did she fumble? No, okay. I was about to say that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
All right, they line up and okay, they were in some sort of eye gun. Now they go to a traditional gun set.
This is two tight ends, Coach.
Double tights. There's a snap looking for the ISO right there. Going to be met quickly by J-Rock. She's going to make the tackle. Carried by number 27, Michelle Sellers for the Fire. And looks like they're going to give her about one.
I think she did get one. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9.
I think they fell backwards. 2nd and 9, double tight with a single split, gun look. Looks like the Fire are going to try to pound the ball. I don't think that's a good plan inside with the Phoenix. I would hit the perimeter like you had said earlier. There's a snap, fake,
tight
looks
end's
out
wide open
to the left side. Tight end is wide open. Number 22, that's Brittany Malloyd, tackled by number 15, Brandy Pringle.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 4, Coach. That was a gain of 5 right there on that completion. So it's going to be 3rd down and 4 right here from the 30-yard line.
It's like some of them want to huddle and some of them don't. I'm not sure what's happening here.
I think they're wise if they try to run this thing to, you know, run the play clock down. You know, we've talked about this. If they're going to line up foot to foot, and they're going to get in this double tight end set. They're trying to impose their will.
Double tights, Billingsley under center, split backs.
And there's your toss.
Quick toss out to the left side.
And there's
Ball's
the ball
on the ground. And
it gets out of bounds.
It goes out of bounds, and that is a miracle for the Fire. That ball carried by number 8, Quanika Hunter, and it got stripped. I couldn't see who stripped that ball.
That's going to be a 7-yard loss on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 11. Ball is all the way back at the 22-yard line.
I want to say that was number, it looked like 82. I don't have an 82. It was the right side defensive end.
And here we go, Coach, drafting for the punt.
It's not somebody I recognize right offhand. I'm trying to get a number. Maybe 32. Francesca Long.
That might be it.
And shenanigans.
Nah. Penalty.
And it's going to be a false start. And so things are going good for the Phoenix right now. You had really good defensive play to start with. You know, even if they don't strip the ball, they're there in position to make the play. There was no chance to get the edge. And now you got the Fire shooting themselves in the foot. And this is all going Atlanta's way.
And that's the way you want to start the game, especially having a long layoff.
You know, the Fire are going to have to settle in if they're going to make this game. And there's the kick, and it is a low. It is one that everybody, it's fielded.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness.
All the way down to the
really
14.
nice return by number 30 for the Atlanta Phoenix. That's Asia Bakar. That was one of those that I would be screaming, get away, get away.
That is a punt of 19 yards with a -3 net, Coach.
Looks like Langley's going to bring the troops onto the field for the Phoenix.
It's going to be 1st down and 10 at the 14-yard line for the Phoenix right here. Starting the game in the red zone.
That's a great way. I mean, this is a really fast start for a team that's been off for 2 weeks. This is what you want. The Fire has got to settle in right here. You know, you want to make them settle for 3 right here.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, Coach. This is going in the end zone.
Langley under center. Offset backs to the right side.
Middle of the defense.
Quick toss out to the right. Got okay blocking.
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground. It's going to be recovered. Ball carried by number 16.